Alright. I think there was a dusk submission here that I hadn't done yet. Copy and paste, got a little messed up here. I don't know. Let's just type the thing in. Cartoon bridge resume. Resumes. I think I just deleted one too many. Right, resumes. Okay, yeah, looks like I haven't done this one. It's a tough combo, but it's much less tough than the restore variant. I think Elspeth, yes, Elspeth is a submitter. Looks like it took Mean out relatively early. Abel and Little Wolfie have beaten it. Let's give it a shot here. I have had a interesting day today. Not that anyone cares, but let's just say passing out is not fun. Especially when it causes you to throw up like 50 times afterward. So if I lose, I'm blaming that. Anyway, Seraph the Temperament, Rage, Spikes, Deity. Lifesteal is a good starter. The others, I would say, are not. I don't know how I really evaluate Vine Grasp. I know I don't. I think Cannibalize is a horrible card. But with Shade Splitters, it's a little bit better. But it is still usually like you're paying like 2 cards and 2 Ember to get kind of what you'd just get for 0 on a Packed Morsels. So, not good. Very rarely is the sacrifice portion a benefit. Melting Remnant would be the only one that it would be good on. And even then it might not be that good. Alright, well, no sense pining over the starters here. Not happy about that. This would have been a pretty good glutton start with the extra stuff. We could probably just do Monstrous. I don't know. I think Monstrous is a pretty bad path. But Architect in this combo is not really all that good either. It's probably fine though. I think because we're very unlikely, especially with only seeing one Awoken banner on the map, we're very unlikely with that combined with the Root Seeds to do like an Awoken Hollow, Rejuvenation, Cultivate spam stuff, so Architect really has no downside on the floor, and it'll just be a good unit to provide 100 extra damage eventually. Which in this combo we might need. Channel Song could open up Sting as an okay hit, whereas we're so likely to leak big late if we don't hit Ensnare or Root Split Mask, and even then we might leak. That I think Rationing Scale is typically a death sentence if we're not going to get some, you know, Ember Drain high roll, like a Channel Heart. It's not that good though. It really just isn't that good. Although I'll take 100 gold all day though. Draft armor, I mean that's pretty automatic. I don't even know what I'm thinking about there. I'm running it a little slow, I'm not kidding you. I can't rest right now because I've slept most of the day after my episode. So we could do this. Don't think it is necessary. Might hurt us more than help us. That's a good cannibal target. Our goal is to get him Hopefully enough that he can kill one of these. I mean, it's probably not going to happen. I don't think putting a steward on the floor... I guess we could. Yeah. Still not enough to kill it, but it's something. It's a weird... it's not gonna work. Okay, this could work. So what I'm gonna do is... Oh, yeah, this will work. So we're gonna go like this. That saves us damage. Can't kill the guy there, but that's fine. I think we'll just beat this, especially doing that. Alright, not too bad. We take the inevitable leaks here. Third one of them is too much. Prismal Dust is okay, so is Making of a Morsel. I think in this combo, there's probably more upside represented with Making a Morsel, especially when they already have lifesteal and probably a bunch of heals. Damage shield isn't quite as important. But there's a lack of scaling on offense, so this gives us an option there. Yeah, especially if we don't hit Razor Sharp Edge. So... I don't know, maybe... Steel Lancer just isn't better than Root Seeds. I'm pretty adamant on that. I guess it could be like okay. I don't even know if it's better than Shade Splitter. I think perhaps just a Wildwood Sap could be okay. It opens up a little bit more. There is always the Shadow Eater Thorned Hollow route. It's not too bad. We have a lot of stuff to feed it. We do have Root Seeds though, which isn't quite as good with it. Don't think an Awoken Hollow is going to be good enough. Morsel Maker, it's either Morsel Maker or Thorn Hollow. I'm more inclined to do the Thorn Hollow when I already have an Umbra coming up. I think we'll do that. It's not a 200 shard run, so I think this is easier to make work. I lost a 200 shard not long ago doing this, but it's a whole different world. And we played very sloppy that time. So we have Intrinsic, 30 power. Those probably aren't going to be put on anything. The power can't, unless I want to put on a Vine-Grasp, which I don't. And Intrinsic could make sense on a Making of a Morsel, I guess. Gets me around Ember Drain, gets me a good scale off the bat. Maybe eventually I could go for Holdover on it and just have it. And then if I get a Shroud Spike, it's GG. So it's Large Stone. Health. Alright, we're doing it. This is happening. I don't think I want to put a Large Stone on it though. I would need to know that I'm getting Shroud Spike or Shroud Mitosis for that to make sense. I'm not opposed to actually starting 3 spikes. Sacrifice 15 health for that. Late game it hurts, but not that much. I think we do it. Now we've already got everything for him. We don't have to make that be the end-all be-all here. So let's see. I can right now fit that. To get out of my, I'm probably taking this though, even though it's a bad combo for it. I'd say we don't do that then, if I'm already gonna go a bit high in shards here. You can probably purge some cards, like Steward. Cannibalize. I guess Cannibalize right now is okay. We probably don't need a second Immortal Trade. I don't know though. We'll see. Let's see Perils being okay with it. Just remove a Steward for now. This map only has one Divine Horde, that sucks. Get a Horde and a Horde. I'm just trying to think of my likelihood that I can go all in on Thorn Hollow. It's in my favor that I could. All I really need, if I keep it to 100 shards, especially against like pretty easy stuff, is... I don't know, it doesn't really factor in here. Let's just do this. I'm just trying to think. I probably can do this without any downside. Only feed one morsel at a time, which sucks, but it just is what it is, I guess. So far, it doesn't really matter. It's an okay start. Could do this. Not much else to do with my Ember. $9, $24. Oh, it's 30, not 25. Well, fuck me. That cost me. Actually gonna do this to save my pyre health. I don't really care about that gorge. We're gonna destroy this boss. Space Prism, I think. Temper Assault's nothing. So we have a unit draft coming up. We don't have to hard commit to Thorn Hollow as like a carry. Razor Sharp Edge opens us up to a good backliner. We have a unit draft coming up. We have a Awoken here. If we want to go all in on Thorn Hollow, it should be Resto Deadall. Otherwise, it should be Razor Sharp Edge. I need quite a lot of pip to make this all work, but I will get that eventually with Architect. That may be an intrinsic Space Prism. I got quite a lot of temples ahead of me. 1, 2, 3. It's not that many. I think we take this. Alright, well, these don't. Morsel Master almost works. If I could get a holdover making of a morsel, even without it, it's alright. I might actually take that and just... I can backline Morsel Master. It's not a horrible decision. Right now, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put Penumbra on the floor, though. So, I don't know. I guess I'd do it. If I do that, should I go left? I feel like I still go to the right. I'll take this. I don't know. It's a little sloppy, the route I'm taking here, but I think we have a little bit of leeway to be sloppy. Ooh. I don't think we'll... Without like a Microstone or... like a ×5 and Space Prism, I don't think Shade Lamp makes sense, but Fungus, if anything, does make the Wildwood Sap better. At the same time, do I need it when I have that? could feed like 2 floors. You know, I could do something where I actually dupe a Shadow Eater and have 2 of them. I don't think that's that out of the question. I can slap Immortal Trades on either of them. It's quite a lot of damage, and I'm not... If I'm just... It makes it so I don't even have to stack Ember Drain. It makes having 2 of these better. I think we can do it. So what I'm saying is probably Shade Lamp. I'll have enough morsels to feed 2 of them. I can Hellvent here. I've never done this. Let's experiment. Of the good 3, this is probably the one I least wanted to see. Shattered Shell. Problem with it is... it isn't really working synergistically with this at all. They're very anti-synergistic. Like, I'd have to do quick, or else the Thorn Hollow is going to steal all the slays. It's right now just not fitting on the floor anyway. I think right now I win with Thorn Hollow and Morsel Master just fine. And eventually I just transition to 3 banner setup with Thorn Hollow. One of them gets a Morsel Master. The carry gets that, but you know, one of them gets that. I don't think we need that. I think we actually have a line here that wins. You could argue either Sap Tap or Boon. I mean, there's still probably going to be leaks. Boon severely reduces those leaks, so Sap Tap just helps my draw basically every turn, which isn't as needed as you'd think when I have a Shade Lamp and Root Seeds. And it means Cheater's Hand is nullified. I say we just take the Boon. That gives us more of a help right now, I think. Ooh, that is really good. So is that. I don't know, do we actually want another 25 on these things? For Divinity we would. Blood for Blood is probably what I should take. It makes it so Ensnare is a little less needed. Which fight is it? Problem is, it's... I think I'm actually just gonna do this. I could do that too. What are the Merchant of Steels? Good. Bad. Good. Yeah, I don't think we need to do that then. We'll hit at least one. It's either this on Thorn Hollow, which makes my immediate Hellvent quite good. Give him a Vortex. That sucks. I have to do that though. The other Hellvent's just too far down there. I think Blood for Blood actually is better here. That synergizes with the Boon and the fact that I'm gonna leak. As long as the first wave doesn't do 18 to me, I'm good. This will gain me health over the long run. No, and gaining extra health doesn't really help me. This is a little awkward. It's no haste. Actually might make more sense to just put damage on this guy. Because the carry floor should be the top one. I'll have to do this first or else I won't be able to put him down. Well, that isn't entirely true. It is true. I could have Vine Grasped it, but I think I'd rather just get 2 slays here. This is a bad turn to get the Immortal Trade. focused on that right now. This fucker here is the dude that could do some damage to us. I guess this is useless right now, but I'll still do it here. You never know. Definitely want to do that. Can I keep you alive? I doubt it. Okay. We might want to do this. Alright, these can go down. Because the sweeper up here will fuck me. Unless I get a health one? Nope. Put that there anyhow. They actually kill that. Wow. How? I don't know how the math works out there, but I'll take it. So we're not getting any leaks, which is weird. Could have actually gotten 3 morsels on. I need to remember to do the vine grass my own stuff trick. Spike's deity makes this guy probably die pretty, like not much longer until he dies. Oh, that was actually pretty non-ideal, but whatever. Stacks of lifesteals, they just last forever. I'll take lifesteal there, yeah. That's a bit redundant, so let's just get better stuff. Should have put that in front, but whatever. Alright, that'll do an okay amount of damage. I like this deck. Be interesting to see how 2 Thorn Hollows function. I think it's gonna work. If there were any question, asked and answered. Boom. I think this deck's gonna do quite fine until. Oh, that could work too, but oh man, a Shroud Spike, yeah, that's good and taken. What about self-infused Morsel Master? We're gonna end up going to quite the shard count. Does that gain me that much? Kinda does, honestly. Gains me quite a lot, actually. Well, Shard Channeler's kinda out of the question right now, but I don't think we care. It still kinda could work. I don't much like the Morsel Maker with Morsel Master Infusion. Although I could put Morsel Maker into Morsel Master just to get its stats so it survives. Otherwise I had to throw heals on it every now and then. If I care about it. I mean, I could also just not even use the unit, to be honest. Since I do have a Shroud Spike now. That honestly changes everything. So we'll have an extra pip now. I could even just... Like, I kind of want to Hellvent the Shroud Spike now. I mean, we were going to run double Thorn Hollow, but... Like I said, often you put a plan together and then you adjust it when something more powerful comes along. So, if we go Architect again, it'll be worth 0 pip. I got 5 pip on a floor. So he goes on, he doesn't take any. This takes up 1, my main guy takes up 3. Any morsel I put down is already going for 2. Since I'm not going to Hellvent this, I'm going to Hellvent something that doesn't cost shards. We also may still need 2 intrinsic. No, not really. If I get another point of Architect, I can go mid without an intrinsic space prism. And also without a pip upgrade. Kinda liking an Ember upgrade right now because of Shroud Spike. And Root Seeds kinda. And it counteracts the Immortal Trades, which I will want to spam. Okay. I will it's just not that. Is it that powerful? It is like an extra 3 spikes a turn. That's the way to look at it. But it's for 25 shards. I also don't have much else to put my shards into, unless I can make some pretty good Shroud Spikes, like -2 or something. Or Spell Chain. I would Spell Chain. We have Shade Splitters, so that works. I'm gonna self-infuse it. Alright, we'll do that. Looks like this is where it took Mean and Elspeth down. Do I want to spell chain it before I Hellvent it? I think so. Which makes me less happy about doing the Morsel Master infusion. But I'm still going to do it anyway. We're going to 100 shards right now. I think we can take on Party Boy. We're going to be incredibly powerful. So I technically don't ever have to take any more shards, but I will be Hellventing Shroud Spike twice more. Almost certainly. Heaven's Seal is probably going to cost us a bit here. It won't cost us anything big, I think, but these guys are going to be sharded up. I really would love to find the wing technology. I feel like I can get there. I'm gonna risk it. It's probably not really worth the risk. Okay, we got lucky there. The hardest part's already behind us. Let's put damage on you. Not a good opener. This is the downside of not taking a draw upgrade, is your openers can often suck. We'll be getting Ember next turn, that's for sure. I guess we're just not playing this, huh? This guy here, though, he could do some damage. Too bad I didn't get a damaging morsel here. Shit. That's actually okay. I draw even there. If I do one more, I still am fine. So I think I will. I want that extra spike. Wait. Haven't sealed, all things considered, I still didn't lose much. Ugh, we're gonna lose some here, though. Fuck. Man. I wish we could do some more damage here. I mean, we're close, but close doesn't cut it. Good thing I got the fucking Boon of the Blacksmith. Oh, come on, man. Okay, we finally got these. Took them long enough. Of course, it's on a turn. Even though I drew basically a full fucking hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards. Can't draw a single Shade Splitter, apparently. So that's cool. We're allowed to get rubber morsels from that too, I thought. Alright, well, We need to get as much damage as possible. We might be dead here. 45 by 3. I think... Oh, this is just unfortunate as hell. Since we want pure damage, I can get more if I don't waste an energy on the making of a morsel. I'm gonna do that just to get out of there. That way I can do that. I think we're dead though. Well, this will cancel itself out, so I should live actually. Phew. Remember when I said blood for blood was the correct choice? Yeah, I'm a genius. Oh, get ready to get like a fucking teeth of gold or something. Definitely worth all of our fire health. Alright. This is a great example of don't, it's not a 200 shard run. Don't just stupidly go up on shards. And B, don't take an artifact trial. Just don't take them. Ring 4 and 5 trials, you just don't need to take them. 60 something fire health. Yay. Feast. I'm prepared to be disappointed. I'm prepared for it. Let's do it. These are pretty bad. Invigorating solution is like almost okay, but I don't think we want it. We'd take a Preserve Thorns, obviously. I love how the Channel Heart totally did stuff for us too, by the way. So I was going to go left here. I think we're going to go right because I am in dire need of this pyre health. And there are a lot of trinkets that could help me. Hopefully I don't just keep missing on the trinkets. Got most of the shitty ones out of the way. We have not even seen a high value one yet. Sketches any good? I don't think so, because then I can't put per number down. And then Morsel Master might just be in the wrong position, so that's out of the question. Shadowbox is probably worth it though. There's a world where this... No, I would have had to get the... Yeah, it wouldn't work. Shadowbox is probably worth it. It's not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, sting stuff. Faulty Loader's not good either. Not for a Thorn Hollow build. Shoo, we are missing about as hard as we could miss. This is pretty fucking stupid. You could maybe, well, we could afford another one here if it's good. Turns out they're not really good. Golden Vault could eventually be good. Golden Vault's probably good, but if I take it right now, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't know. If I take it right now, it actually blocks nothing. Whereas this just gets me 40. I was obviously looking for like Root Split Mask, Petrified Crucible, Chain of Gems, or Wing Technology, or Fossilized Fangs. You know, there's actually a lot of things I could hit on, and I'm just... Shadowbox, I guess, is okay. It's not really going to be relevant until... I mean, I can hit it pretty easily with the stuff I have, but... It hits late. I think this just is a desperation move that I have to make right now, because at 100 shards, things could go sour fast. Let's keep it right at 100. We won't have any problem with this boss, but this is not the group I wanted to see. Mark of Invasion should be fine, though. It's money, which is actually worth it. Okay, we have every unit, but no morsels. Sweet. I guess I don't have morsels in this deck, I don't know. I guess I just don't have them morsels. Not the unit you want sharded up. Not gonna lie. This is why we made the desperation move. At least I got a good morsel here. I could feed these, that's fine. I want these for extra spikes. We'll do that for damage. Didn't know about this music. Let's nudge it along there. If there is a better thing I could get here. Lifesteal. And I'll just feed the shit out of this guy, why not? Let's move toward the shadow box. If I could shadow box this floor, we're gonna want to do that for sure. Shroud spikes are still coming up. We of course just can't seem to get away from bottom decking these fuckers. I'm gonna keep my Ember for that. Since I'm gonna shadow box, I think I'm fine to feed that floor too. I don't need to keep chunk blockers around for stealth boss, because stealth boss is gonna get absolutely destroyed. We want to try, I think, for Shade Splitter. Our chances are, or a rubber morsel. Our chances are very high to get one here. There we go. And what we'll do here is like this. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to get these on right now. Well, we kind of do. So let's do that. And then I'll kill that one and do that. There. That good enough for you? Better be now. Fuckers. Get fucked. Okay, we'll burn out the stealth anyway. Now I can do that. There's another Shroud Spike coming supposedly at some point. Well, we want it for next turn, so Feast. Hey, look, Feast is useless again. Shade Splitter, where are you, bruv? Well, we got Lifesteal, but it's actually not redundant in this case, technically. And that fight was trivial. Still took 25. Is a grovel worth it? Be a nice one to slap on my Morsel Master, but I don't know. I don't know how much it helps. I think it'd be okay. Void Binding probably doesn't work. I mainly just want to find Shroud Spike. I think I'm gonna skip. I'd rather find Rubber Morsels into my spell chain Shroud Spikes. Awake is like almost worth it. I don't quite think so though. I mean, I could cost reduce it, but then I can't cost reduce other things. We would also love the X cost artifact, of course. That would be great. I don't know. I don't think that's that amazing. I'm healing a lot from gorging anyway. Could wild vibe double stack? I don't know. That is interesting. Even in a deck like this, man, I'm thinking like fucking melee weakness is still the call. I mean, why wouldn't it be? I have to gorge my main, so like greater good is out of the question. Sap is like, okay, whatever. I already have health to survive turn 1. I guess the question is, who do I put the melee weakness on? I kind of want to just put it on Thorn Hollow, because then, you know, I got a pretty big hit from Penumbra. Helps with Relentless. It's just always the best choice. Yeah, Penumbra will be behind Thorn Hollow most of the time. Pretty much all the time now. I could honestly take that gold, but I don't think I'm gonna. I could get rid of Cannibalize. Just get rid of Stewards for now. Vinegrass still like kind of works. The Stewards obviously don't work. Oh yeah, we haven't really looked through this yet. I don't think I'm gonna double stack. I think at least one of these I could -1. We can hold out for a -2 on another one. I was wondering if I would do this. It's obviously not amazing. It's still okay. If I do end up finding the X-Cost artifact, it becomes really good. If I find Lightstone casing, it becomes pretty good. It is an immediate downgrade to the quickness of the card. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it. I don't know. Good artifact there. Like, we're not that likely to find the artifact, I guess. That at 0 would be alright. These at 0 kind of makes more sense, oddly enough. Because it's the rubber morsel I want to combine with this Shroud Spike. I'm going to leave a slot open for -2, I guess, just because I'm greedy. I don't know, would I even need the -2? I don't know. Oh, I fucking burned the last one. I should actually just use that there. Well, I think we're going to Hellvent the Spike twice already. We'll see. We'll see. That might be fine to do. It's probably worth the money. Are we hitting any more vortexes up? Yeah, you know what? I'm not getting that horde now that I think about it, because there's a Hellvent. I'm not hitting that vortex up. So I guess we'll just remove this now then. It's probably the last removal we make. We could probably remove one more Immortal Trade, I don't know. We were leaving 2 because we thought we'd run 2 Thorn Hollows, but I think here we're fine to get around Ember Drain. I don't really need this guy to get that statted up. Obviously we gotta put him down first. Not what you want. I can't seem to get Rubber Morsel, man. It's weird. But either way, just finding an early Shroud Spike is good. I guess I could get rid of the Space Prism as well. It's not like doing that much for me. We should put these down though. For the move towards Shadowbox. Lifesteal or straight up damage? I mean, if we're killing that already, it's just do lifesteal. Yeah, we pretty much kill this no matter what. We don't need to do that though. We have so much lifesteal stacked already. It's yeah. I think we could remove an immortal trade. That seems to make sense. Looks like, you know, it's not that bad that Morsel Master dies here. I think we're gonna Shadow Box. Still doesn't kill this though. I'd kill it with that though. Well, either way, let's do it. Dude, kind of annoying, honestly. Why is it so hard for me to get frickin' Rubber Morsel when I actually fucking want the damn thing? Yeah, this will get me there. Fucking cleared them out. I'm just gonna save that for a better turn, I think. I'm greedy. Refuse to get bullshitted by this damn Rubber Morsel bullshit. If I get a Rubber Morsel, I'm keeping it in the damn deck. Until I redraw it. Likely to find it next turn. You absolute piece of shit. You know it's like, I think it's like 60% to get Rubber Morsel. It's either 60 or 40. Either way, I'm getting absolutely fucked here. Finally, you fucking idiot. Let's fucking go. Oh, that was the bad one. I forgot. I thought I was recycling there. Yeah, whatever. Either way, I'm rolling with a pretty good amount of spikes here. Fuck it, I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. I will draw back through this deck. Okay, well. If it doesn't get me it, I'm not using it. I'm drawing back through the damn deck. Okay, we got it. Alright. Damn, if I could have got another one, I could have an insane play here at the feast, but we'll do this, and then this, and I guess this. Look at that. How's that for a fucking play? Oh, and you wanted some lifesteal? You can have that too. I wonder if we're gonna win. Beautiful. Ooh. There is definitely a line here. Had we gone Sweeper, like there was no perils, there was no Mind Collapse. But we could have zero costed that Void Binding. We didn't see a holdover, but maybe we would eventually find one. And you could zero cost the Furnace Tap, and you could have yourself a pretty good deck there too. Zero cost the Root Seeds, double draw upgrade. I don't think any of these are really all that good for me. I could, I guess, do a Furnace Tap on a Penumbra. Doesn't seem that strong, honestly, for the amount of Ember Drain I would add. Really good cards, but just in this deck they don't really make sense. Quick wouldn't make sense. We want stuff to hit us first, then we hit it. And we hit it in the order that we put stuff down. So, and Wretch is just completely, like, I Shadowbox pretty quick, actually, in this deck. So, I do wish Shadowbox could reactivate. I don't think that would be too out of the question. Do I want more Ember or draw? If I could do draw, I could get these and these more often. Then again, I often am just drawing full hands when I Root Seeds enough, but I think a draw upgrade makes sense here. So we're probably gonna have to go mid, but with the final rank of Architect, we're fine. There's the -2. I mean, it's costing shards to do this. Let's check the caverns first, I guess. Heaven's Gold wouldn't be too bad. Been pretty disappointed in it lately, though. We already have pretty good pyrotech with the Blood for Blood. I guess there's not a lot of good artifacts left, though. If I don't find the good ones, this is probably fine. If I don't find the good ones, then we just hold the gold. Because we have to go to the Merchant of Steel anyway. And we don't have to, but I'm gonna. This is like arguably not worth it in all honesty. I think we'll do it though. I think it's worth it. I think I might hell in the other one though, so it doesn't cost me shards. Or it doesn't cost me 20 shards, I should say. Yeah. Oh, that is fucking the worst group we could have ran into. Dude, why couldn't it have just given me Penitent when I actually am like well equipped for it? I mean, Heaven's Seal Penitent's probably pretty fucked too. The shitty thing is like I kinda need this gold, because like I said, there are artifacts I'm fishing for here. But these guys with Heaven's Gold, they might one-shot me if they're sharded up. They got like 20 regen. Significant amount of damage. They'll kill my morsels quite often. Like if I don't have to deal with them sweeping me, I gotta deal with these fuckers with their spikes. I mean, I do have 3 Shroud Spikes in the deck. 28 card deck. Draw upgrade. I have Root Seeds to help with the draw. Fuck it. I think we can do it. A lot of shards, though. A lot of shards. This first guy is already gonna be a fucker. We also don't start with the fucking... Oof. It's not off to a good start. But... I think we can get there. Please give me a fucking Shroud Spike by turn 3. You fucking thing. I've already gone through half the deck. I have 3 of them in the deck. For fuck's sake, give me one. Give me a goddamn rubber morsel to go with it. Don't you dare fuck me. Don't you dare fuck me. Oh my god, it fucked me. This game is like really fucking frustrating sometimes. Of course he's sharded up, so I can't even use these fucking things. I'm gonna be Ember Drained, so I can't do that. At least he dies. At least there's that. Means they should die by extension. But I have nothing I can play this next turn. But we'll play these. We want to move toward, you know, the shadow box. Probably, definitely for this floor. Oh yeah. Okay, I actually think I can probably do something here. So if I get if I can get a rubber morsel here. Okay, now we're fucking talking. So now what we're gonna do, let's do this, that, this, and this. And this. And we'll also get a shadow box here. Now you see the turns that I was trying to craft. And the game just did not want to give them to me. Gave them to me now. I think I got enough spikes now. I will not be getting Ember Drained again. Morsel Blitz, that's right. I'll show you why. I'll show you why I won't be getting Ember Drained again. Because once this guy hits me, he dies. Guess we can do that. See how that works. I did get hit, but the spikes killed him before the strike actually applied the effect. RIP, Morsel Maker. Or master or whatever. Oh, I guess I'm not creating quite as many morsels now. It don't matter. This fight's over. It's frickin' living armor. What's he gonna do? I got 500 spikes. You know, the one feast has been okay. I don't think I'm gonna take a second one though. Oh. This deck's coming together right at the end. Unnecessary horror. Don't ever take Light's Gift with a build like this. Looks like Heaven's Gold is going to get quite a lot of value. Oh, Chain of Gems. We can go top. We can go top. It's not... I'll take it, but... how do I put this? The first morsel that gets down will have the damage shield applied to all of them. I guess we're all, in this build, we're only really worried about the big Shroud Spike turn anyway. I have a feast every now and then. But any additional morsels won't last. But that's fine, I think. I don't think we reroll here. I think that's enough right there. And we'll just keep the rest of the gold for Heaven's Gold. And I could go 20 here. I could go 20 here. It is kind of funny how it's... Like, I'm thinking though, like, I could probably just take the gold and go to 150 if we're going to do this. Or I could just do that and go to 135. Let's live a little. I mean, this is technically value at Heaven's Gold. Was there anything worth taking here? No. Okay. I think we want the... Let's see. Yeah, we'll want it. Well, I almost fucked that up. I would have got bailed out by Space Prism. Actually, yeah, since I have Space Prism, we should just do it like this, because I do want the stuff there. There's no sense not killing this here, because we get our morsels. Should have done that first if I was thinking. Oh, I should have cannibalized too. There's a million. There's a few ways I fucked that turn up, let's be honest. Here I can put one down first. Why don't we do that in the form of this? And just trying to move towards Shadowbox. You have to remember that sap is a thing. So see how they all get the damage shield there. Huh. We won't get our thing this turn, but it is what it is. Just have to take a hit, I guess. I would say again, I have four Shroud Spikes in this deck. I draw well over half the deck and I don't find a single one. And now I find all four of them without Shade Splitters. It's like, and the Ensnare comes late. I can't get fucked much harder, let's put it that way. I can't get fucked much harder. I'm gonna save that one for a better turn. We'll just do this now though, so we get something going. And I suppose we might as well feast here. There's no real point not to. Well, there might be a point. I'd take a lot of damage and I'd want to If I do this, this thing dies, I guess. Here, let's do it like this. I can trigger. Oh no, I can't even trigger the thing this turn. Well, if I'm killing that, we're fine. So we can not draw fucking 4 Shade Splitters in one turn next time. That'd be great. It's crazy. I can't draw it with a Shade Splitter, apparently. Drew a whole fucking... another full fucking hand. Well, we'll just activate the thing here, I guess. Yeah, I cannot stop getting this particular morsel, apparently. Either way, we're getting quite a lot of stuff here. It's, of course, the non-spell chained one, so even if I did get the fucking thing... Well, thought I'd shoot my shot at it. Yeah, let's just do this. It's not that good anyway. It should be so easy for me to get like these huge turns, and it's just like impossible for me. Oh my god, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. I cannot get this shit to work for me. Well, I'm gonna put one of these out into the wild here. I mean, either way, I'm poning, so whatever. If I'm poning this hard, let me guess. Oh no, okay. I was gonna say, let me guess. It's gonna give me the fucking. I would even, you know, I'd like to put them in and just have them be in. Oh, I've given up on the Shroud Spike at this point. It got about as minimal value as it could have on all these turns. Oh my god. Whatever. Maybe you can stay down there. Oh my god, it'll let me do it now, finally. Wow. So fun that you did it now, huh? Should have had that 10 years earlier, but whatever. Alright. Haha, yes. I will take that. Thank you. Now when I get Gorged Penumbra, I'll have some morsels for it, and hell, it can immediately die. Penumbra's gonna be tough to keep alive if we go top, actually. How important is Penumbra, though, when I... Tell you what, let's go like this. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I guess Penumbra's not on the floor. That's fun. I'm an idiot. We're fine, technically, because still, you know, minus Penumbra, this all just kind of works out. I'm gonna put it here, get a large floor, I guess, but yeah, that was incredibly fucking stupid. What am I even doing, dude? Whatever, I'm not gonna do the lifesteal. How am I not drawing morsels? could actually just do that. Yeah. This is really fucking stupid. I don't know. Like, how am I not drawing morsels? The fuck? No, could do this. This is so strange. I've played a morsel so far, and it's turn 3 with my deck. You better fucking give me the fucking nuts here, dude. You owe it to me. There we go. We're gonna make this work, baby. We're gonna make this fucking work. We're gonna make it work. Check it out. This is how we're gonna do this. This is how we're gonna do this. Alright, we want health or damage? I think we want health. Actually, no, we want lifesteal. What am I saying? We want lifesteal. How much do we want? A bit. Just a bit. Just a wee bit. Okay, do we keep those? Ooh, I can use my sting thing. Nice. Here we can even move toward, I mean, this is probably gonna... whatever. Because I don't gain much by gorging here, let me just give this guy a little bit of fun. A little bit of extra damage shield, eh? I'll still do this up top because I do want to move toward, you know, the proc, which is taking forever here. Put these down here, I guess. Oops. Oh, I should have kept that. Whatever. Okay. Well, because this is the purged version, we probably just want to do health. Make it all in. This guy's gonna have a lot of damage shield. So we're gonna proc this turn. Oh, right. That. It's pretty good. This guy's potentially... Nope, he's not a problem. We'll kill him just fine. Alright. Well, we've gotten over the hump. We're gonna win. Despite my misplay, which arguably might not have been a misplay. I mean, it's a misplay in that it's not what I intended to do. But like getting the floor here actually kind of made an alright blank pages thing. Yeah, we don't need, I guess, yeah, let's do this. I don't need to get much more insane here. Just do that. I'm not going to trust in my rubber morsel RNG anymore. We're going to lose, you know who, pretty soon, but that's fine. The damage is already done. And, yeah, we'll get one more good turn out of her. Some more lifesteal, I guess. A bit of feast action. A bit of that. bastard. That is the Purge version. Suppose I'd rather go all in on this stuff. He's got 69 attack. He deserves to live. Do we need Ember anymore? I guess there's one more Shroud Spike. Yeah. Oh, you. Alright, we got a feast here, so we're all good on that front. There we go. Oh, dang it. You got more attack somehow. But whatever. Well, that's a fun one. Shroud Spike is, you know, it's a thing. All in all, we didn't really find that good artifacts, I would say. Like, you know, if I open up the logbook here, I know I say things, but maybe not everyone knows what I'm talking about that hasn't, you know, put 2,000 hours into the game like I have. There's a lot of high roll stuff we could get for this Thorn Hollow build. Like Gnarled Root I wouldn't include in there, but it's one that I didn't mention that also is like, it's okay. It would turn my actual damage on Thorn Hollow into something that's even higher. But this is the particular one I'd be looking at, is Petrified Crucible. Literally doubles the damage of my spikes. Root Split Mask essentially does the same thing in the context of we get another whole round on each of these. So those would be the two that we would look for in the Awoken Arsenal, and then I guess Gnarled Root is like the 2.5 maybe. In Umbra, we found Chain of Gems. I would say that's like the 2.5. The one we'd want more would be like Wing Technology to sit up top, but like Fossilized Fangs would be pretty much like having Petrified Crucible. You know, I would literally just be getting double the amount of spikes. And there's other stuff, like Abandoned Tumbra gives us Rubber Morsel a lot of the time. I guess Mask was good that we found it. Shade Lamp was alright that we found it. Or sorry, Shade Lamp was the one we found. And then Shadowbox is like okay. And then at the neutral tier, there's actually a lot we could have got. So like, I mean, Split Anvil would have not really done much, but first Hell Pack. Did I say a lot? I mean, there's not really a lot, but there's the big one that we could have got, which is first Hell Pack. That's specifically with the Shroud Spike. Would just make them that much more insane. Like, I could really dig for Rubber Morsels at that point, and I could have done the Consume Remove play pretty comfortably. And to a certain extent, like Improved Firebox, if you... I don't think we ever drew the Shroud Spike on turn 1 is the thing, which is crazy considering how many Shroud Spikes we had. I don't recall ever drawing it turn 1. Maybe we did like once, then I forgot about it. Hell's Banners would be another one, because we're putting down more than one morsel every turn, so we would just get 3 Ember to have into our Shroud Spikes. Cheater's Hand could help us actually hold a Rubber Morsel till we get a Shroud Spike, or vice versa. I could even argue Volatile Gauge just helps get there, and, you know, those would be a lot of the main ones. And then Lightstone Casing, we could just add extra upgrades onto the Shroud Spikes. And then as a unit, Shard Channeler also works. Shard Channeler, you give up a pip space, and you have to keep it alive, obviously, but it, you know, it does what Petrified Crucible does, so... that is my explanation. We nearly flying killed it too, by the way, with those spikes, dude, with not really much, other than just getting a good Shroud Spikes. There wasn't much else that was like high rolling necessarily, right? But that was a fun one. That's one where I think we could have gone to 200 shards and still won. We would have probably maybe leaked, but I think we would have won. I mean, Shroud Spike's just really, really good for it. I would argue, you know, I complained about the artifacts, but the fact that we got those Shroud Spikes is better than getting those artifacts, probably. Like, if I could have one or the other. But yeah, I think it's like pretty consistent, the Thorn Hollow with Shadow Eater. The 200 shard loss, I didn't really all in on it. I wonder if I all in on it, maybe we could win. Every time I've all in on it, I believe I've won, and I've done it quite a lot. But I think if you found nothing, on one of them, I think for 200 shards it'd be iffy. You do need to high roll a bit. But I think for like 100 shards, or just like you know, your average run, I think you can pull it off almost every time. If you, there's just little adjustments you're gonna have to make here and there. And I'm not gonna lie, the melee weakness helped too. Definitely helped a bit. And we were pretty close on the line, but I'd say I made some pretty big mistakes. Like this trial I should not have taken. I should not have gone so heavy on the shards so early. But we also, you know, for the bad plays I also made some good ones, like foreseeing that Blood for Blood would be more useful than just 25 health. I mean, that saved our life. And, yeah, a few other things, I think, like Boon of Blacksmith was a big heads-up play, too. Anyway, though, that was awesome. Let's see what everybody else did. Whittle Wolfie. So he took a more standard route here. Good to know it worked too, by the way. Like, remember I was kind of considering, I saw the shell and I'm like, it's not the one I'd want, but I could probably make it work. And obviously it did, because it looks like, you know, you got really good upgrades for it with the quick and multi. It's still a bit narrow. It's a good thing he kept it right at 105 shards, because this guy doesn't have a lot of health, but he has the Morsel Maker infusion, which would allow it to get enough health. Curious what his front line is. Is it just Penumbra? It must be. I will say that's interesting to me. He has a Shroud Spike, I mean, makes sense. Also makes sense they didn't go as hard on it. He had a holdover making of a morsel. So I will say this, I believe we saw a Morsel Master as this trial reward, or I can't remember if it was this trial reward or if it was this Ring 3 reward. I think it was both, right? I think if he had... I think he would have benefited from having one. It's hard to say, I don't really know what floor he was setting up on or anything, but like, to me it looks like his scaling is the making of Morsel, mainly, since it's on holdover. He must have frontlined with Shattered Shell as I look at this. It makes sense if you're feeding it that, and then you can Shroud Spike it. It's a Shade Lamp. I don't know if I guess this adds a damage shield, which is nice. Yeah, I think though that he might have benefited when you have this particular morsel coming back every turn. Morsel Master becomes a decent add, and I think that is true in any build really. If you're holding over a making of a Morsel Master is a good pickup. No matter what you're feeding it to, like whether it's a Shadow Eater, whether it's a Cold Channel, whether it's a Shattered Shell, or an Alloy, anything standard or non-standard. You know, if this is what you're invested in, why not literally double the value of it? You're basically hell venting this card without the need of a pip upgrade, because you can overstack it, and without the need of, you know, another extra one of these cards. Yeah, you just play the card once and you're getting double value, triple if you self-infuse. That's just pretty nitpicky. It obviously got it done. It just, and it's pretty smooth. The only reason he had like a lower score is because he didn't go as hard on shards. And it's possible that did I not take damage on Fire Wings? Yeah, so yeah, we can't see the standard scoring on mine because I'm on tournament scoring, but that's actually a significant amount. Like, we can calculate it here. He lost 20% on this. He also did not take the trial. Oh, I didn't take the trial. Or I did take the trial. So he also didn't take the trial. So he lost quite a lot of points in the standard scoring on me at this Fire Wings. By taking 10 damage, he loses 20%. And by not taking the trial, he loses 50%. But other than that, like, his run obviously went smoother. He made the smart call here on not taking that trial. Still took 15 without it. Interesting, though, that that was a Ring 3 Cavern, right? That has had the Blood for Blood event, and he didn't take any of them, it looks like. He would have had Pyre Health to spare. To me, I would just always default Blood for Blood if I don't have something to add there. Like, obviously with all the heal, you don't want to add the third option, but the first option might not have made sense if this was his only unit and he was holding out for better upgrades than health. But at that point, I would definitely take Blood for Blood. You know, that would have just secured a little bit more. He did, it ended up being fine. I didn't need it, but by the way, this is another great example of taking Ensnare, and I ended up not needing it at all. Right? I mean, I could have used it if I had drawn it at better turns, but I just ended up not needing it. And the downside of me adding it was nothing. You know, the downside was that if there was a single card I needed the very turn I drew it, then that was the only downside. But then it just, you know, you get to draw one the next turn, so it's not even really hurting your overall dig through the deck other than like one card for one turn. But then it actually helps on the next turn. So even if I didn't use the root, which we very well could have needed it, you know, if I couldn't get a good Shroud Spike off, we absolutely would have needed that, especially since I fucked up the Penumbra play. We absolutely would have needed that on the mini-boss. But yeah, just a good example. I guess on that same note, though, I would have liked to probably still see, even with this powerful thing here, I think I would have liked to see the Ensnare. Oh yeah, I did get take. What am I saying? So yeah, I like that. It was just like evading my eyes here, but Ensnare is right there. So good take there. Good play. Little awful. Abel's been crushing it too, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned that. He's been crushing them. Had a rough Divinity fight, it looks like, and a Seraph fight, so that was interesting. Wait, he had Blood for Blood. He just literally skipped the first two artifacts. First three artifacts. Ambitious. I can't necessarily disagree with him, though. I mean, this was such a bad artifact choice, I would say, the very first one. That it's probably worth 25 gold, I can argue that. This one, I don't think was worth skipping. I mean, a boon should always be picked up, I feel. I wouldn't take 25 gold over a boon, and I mean, you got an alloyed construct. I would have took the Shade Lamp, I think. Shadow Siege. There was a Shadow Siege on this run? The hell? I think I still prefer self-infusing the alloy, but I guess with these upgrades it makes sense. I still don't know though, you lose so much pip and the ability to feed it. Oh, there was a Hell's Banners on this run. Damn, wish I had that. Looks like he found it too. Man, where did they find that? Maybe I just passed it over. It's a pretty good Shroud Spike. I like this Shroud Spike, though the ceiling isn't quite as high as mine, because obviously you can see those turns where I actually get the... The thing is, I guess For his deck, though, this just makes more sense. You know, just hit it with that. Like, mine's the only deck where it really makes huge sense to do the rubber morsel play. I mean, it would make sense with all of them, but this is just a little more consistent with their decks. So he had a pretty more, I wouldn't say standard since it's a Shadow Siege infusion, but just a more standard, like, actual Gorger for the morsel. It's interesting that we all have very different plans, though, right? Well, we all have different plans without it being that different, right? Like, they're all gorge plans, which is interesting, right? There's a run I didn't, oh yeah, this is the original submitter. Found the Shadow Siege too, so I'm trying to think what route are they going where they have to go Umbra Banner on the map. So it had to been Ring 3, if I remember. No, it could have been Ring 4. It could have been Ring 4. So Ring 4 was a good, if I remember it correctly, it had a Umbra Banner, a magic, and I think a Vortex. So they skip a Hellvent that doesn't have much along with it. You know, if they just took the Shadow Siege as a unit though and didn't fuse it, I don't know about that. In fact, I'm very confident that couldn't have been correct. There was a Sketches eventually on this run, so like that could have worked, but I don't know. Your deck's pretty weak at this point. I don't know what... With the deck you've made here, this would have been a better holdover, I think. You know, you're banking on getting, like, multi-strike at shots, or else this ends up not really being that good. If you have this, you can guarantee at least this Shadow Eater is blasting. And also, I guess it depends on where you went, but I'm pretty sure we saw 2 Shadow Eaters and 2 Thorn Hollows on this run. So I think you would have been much better off using that as your unit rather than just a vanilla Shadow Eater. Vanilla Shadow Eater isn't that good. It would have actually worked out fine on this run though had you found melee weakness, because vanilla Shadow Eater with Shroud Spike with melee weakness wrecks the game. That actually, by the way, would be the strongest thing, now that I think about it, that you could do on this run, is if you had your Shadow Eater, went hard on your Shroud Spikes, you could get your shit to a point where you could just turn 1 kill Divinity. I've done it before. The Shroud, like if you get a lucky opener, like Rubber Morsel into Spell Chained Shroud Spike with your melee weakness Shadow Eater, you'll apply, you know, 50 melee weakness and have your Shadow Eater doing 500 damage, so 500 times 500, you do the math. It's pretty awesome. Either way though, just as it stands, like you got a unit you can't play. Like yeah, you're low on shards, but you also just have like no power at all in this deck. So it's just so low on power. I think if you take this, maybe, you know, if you take this and you're holding off on the infusion, banking on trying to look for sketches, which by the way you would have found it. Maybe I guess just don't take the trial then at that point. But I get that it was a artifact trial, but the chances that that one artifact is sketches are so low, whereas the trinkets is right around the corner, I think, or at least 1 or 2 rings from there. That would be where you try to shoot your shot at sketches, and if you miss, then you just, I don't know what you do with it really. I guess I just don't like this play because it doesn't fit into either of these units. But at the same time, I guess at this point in the game, you're probably pretty desperate. So I guess this is like your Hail Mary. You're like, well, I got a Shadow Siege, and I'm gonna try to make it work. I guess my advice though would be to try not to get yourself cornered into those Hail Mary situations. I mean, there had to have been at least like you took all the trials, like no matter what side you went, there should have been like some Thorn Hollow action, some Shattered Shell action, some Allied Construct action, I guess. I don't think we saw that, but maybe that was the Ring 3 Umbra banner. You know, between all of that, you should have been able to pick up something better than just these units. So I think that's where your main mistake is. You know, the Razor Sharp Edge could work on Shattered Shell much better, and you could put Morsel Maker into it, similar to like, even then though, I do wonder if making a Morsel is just better. You give up a little attack, but you get much more health, and your Shroud Spike, like, that you already see, would be so good for you. Mean? Okay, you had it. What happened? I can tell you already what happened, Mean. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you the big one, because we did the same. We're probably looking pretty similar here, except you were even lower on shards. Keep in mind, I was at 100 shards at this point. Yeah, I'll tell you a few things. So, Blood for Blood, you didn't take it. Mistake. You put the 25 health here. I don't blame you for doing it. I was an inch away from doing that myself. But as we know in hindsight, it was a mistake to not go Blood for Blood. I can look back in hindsight and look like a genius, but I'll be honest, I was very close to making the same thing you did there, so no harm, no foul. But I think this one may be the worser decision here. I do like Consumer Move on Shroud Spike, I do, but it isn't as good as Spell Chain. Not if you don't know that you already have First Hell Pact in hand. Especially, I think I like this more if you're running Plinks, but since you're running Shade Splitters, I am quite certain Spell Chain is just better here. I also don't really like the Pip upgrade. And I guess I don't, especially with this on holdover, I don't like skipping making of them, or the Morsel Master. You know, you're basically getting, in a way you're getting double Gorge to a certain extent. It also does open up Chain of Gems a bit more, like it did for me eventually as a top floor setup, but you know, all in all, I think you had it good. You took the trial, and where I barely scraped out of it, because I took Blood for Blood, you just weren't able to scrape out of it. Because at this point in the game, if you don't find Shroud Spike, which we didn't, and we found it on orbital turns, this fight can go pretty poorly. It's too bad it didn't work out for you, because as you can see, it ends up being a pretty fun run. We get some crazy Shroud Spikes off. But yeah, I think if I were to guess, Blood for Blood might have saved you. Anyway, that's about all there is on this one. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.